Hey guys, I'm just making this video just to let you know a few changes that are happening to the channel. First of all, you're going to see a lot more of me. Hi, this is me. Hi, this is one of the first videos I'm going to do like this with me looking at you. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to start streaming the games as I play them. So as you may know, for these overview videos that you're going to see now, I play each game for an hour or two each, sometimes less, sometimes more, depends on what I think of the game. Just try to get a quick overview for you of what the game feels like, how it plays and things like that. And then I make these overview videos. But I figured whilst I'm doing that, why not stream as well? Now, certain software will allow you to make 2 copies of what you're recording, but not with a lot of freedom. I use Open Broadcasting Studio, or OBS, which I really like to use. And if I'm going to continue using that, then I'm always going to be capturing my webcam whilst I record the video footage for you guys. So what I'm going to do now, as you'll see in this video, whilst I'm talking about the video, you're going to see my face in one of the corners, and you'll see me speaking the words that you're hearing on screen, which I've not done before. That's going to overlay the webcam from when I'm streaming these videos whilst I play them. Hopefully I can just cut out then what I was saying during the stream and just have what I'm saying now, just letting you know. I hope it all makes sense. Things are going to change. Firstly, I've got a new webcam on the way. The one I'm using now is just a desk-based one, so it's looking up at me, and a lot of the time I'm looking at the screen just to familiarise myself with the game which I've just played. I'm generally watching my gameplay, so I'm thinking about things to say, or I'll have some notes that I'll be reading, or a few lines that I might be reading that I feel relevant to that current video. So a lot of times you're going to see me looking up like this. So I'm looking at the screen, I'm reading off the screen, I'm watching the video off the screen. It's not ideal, and it's because of this camera I'm currently using right now is not very good, and it's fixed to the desk. But I've got a new one on the way. It's going to be mounted to the top of the monitor, and hopefully then it will look better. It'll look like I'm talking to you properly whilst I'm reading or watching what's on screen, and I can give, my analysis of the game, what I think, and hopefully that helps you decide whether you want to use your time downloading and playing that game that month. So, I have rabbited on long enough, just let you know, that's why I'm here. So without further ado, let's crack on with the video. Thanks. Hello Internet, welcome to Games Done Wrongish. Today we'll be taking a look at the instant game collection titles available via your PlayStation Plus subscription on the PS4 for July 2018. I'm sorry for the delay in getting this video out this month. I was on a family holiday or vacation when the games dropped and only just got back, so I'm doing my best to catch up. Despite the delay, the games we will be taking a look at are Absolver, Space Overlords and Heavy Rain. Absolver is a strange one, I have to admit. It's kind of like a fighting game mixed with a 3D action adventure. In my short playthrough, I did not really understand the backstory or what was going on. It seemed to me as though your character had donned a sort of virtual reality mask and set foot in a virtual world to do battle with a bunch of martial arts experts and students. This could be a magical mask that has whisked you off to another world or dimension, or just a virtual world, I am not sure. But perhaps it will all become clear if you complete the game. You start off with some basic attack moves which require you to press square to use your basic attack and triangle to do an alternative attack. Multiple presses can allow you to string together some decent combos and special attacks, which see your character's arms light up with flames or pull off a powerful kick and things like that. You learn more moves to add to your arsenal as you defeat enemies in the game. Whenever you are attacked by a move that you do not know, you will start to learn it. Blocking or dodging the attack will help you master it. You also need to ensure you defeat the foe too, as being defeated in combat will ensure you lose all knowledge of that move or attack, and you will need to find that foe again and start over with the learning process. You can also pick up more weapons and abilities from defeated foes like hand wraps and teleportation skills. Each area will have a set amount of bosses or guardians blocking your advancement. Beating these foes will allow you to unlock a door or passageway to continue on. You gain levels along the way which will allow you to increase your main attributes through meditation. This can allow you to increase your strength, stamina, vitality and so on, which in turn make you hit harder, throw more punches and survive longer. The game can be started with 3 different difficulties that are designated by the stance you choose. One stance allows you to have a balanced style of combat which requires you to parry oncoming attacks to survive, which is classed as the medium difficulty. The hard mode is based around a dexterity style of fighting which requires you to dodge and feign the attacks, staying out of the way and not getting hit while striking your own attacks. Finally, the easy mode, Absolver, which is the one I chose. This stance allows you to soak in the damage and recover it through your own attacks as you retaliate. It is basically a sort of tank style for those that play MMOs or RPGs that rely on the holy trinity of tank, healer and damage dealers. I often play the tank role in RPGs, so this suited me most and gave me an excuse to play it on easy. This is games done wrongish after all. The game has 23 trophies to collect, comprising of 6 bronze, 9 silver, 7 gold and 1 platinum. The average time to collect them all is around 5 to 6 hours. Overall, this game seems okay to play. Its combat is a bit slow paced, kind of like the Souls games, but it is nowhere near as punishing or engaging as a Souls game. It can feel therapeutic at times though, blocking and dodging attacks, waiting for your opening to attack back. If you are having any issues on your own with it, you can simply use the online mode to gain help from others in the world. This mode can also be dangerous, as the other players can also choose to attack you outright instead. I came across 2 players in this section. I saw one getting defeated, so I took the opportunity to finish off the weakened foe and then resurrect the initial defeated player in a kind of valiant display. In reality, I just wanted to check out the PvP aspect for this video and thought this was my lucky day getting a simple free kill. I recommend adding it to your library while it's available and trying it out. There are worse games to be playing, as you will see next. Space Overlords is not good. In fact, I thought it was really bad, but for others this may be something they can get along with. It is basically a bad Japanese mix of Godzilla and Power Rangers, if you will. You play as a kind of god in what looks like a souped up Power Ranger suit. Only as far as I can tell, that is not a suit, that is the actual god. The game is set over a bunch of small planets for your size, and your aim is to basically destroy every unit and building on the planets to take it back from an evil god that trapped all the good gods decades ago and went about taking over the universe and ruling it as the one and only Almighty. You therefore roam around on these small planets, smashing and shooting everything until it says level complete. I could not figure out if there was anything more to it than that. There were sometimes force fields that required you to take down the building that matched its colour to remove it so that you can destroy everything within. The game has 25 trophies to collect, comprising of 4 bronze, 14 silver, 6 gold and 1 platinum. Overall, I think this is one of those games you would expect to find on mobile that is just pointless and does nothing for the world of gaming. Something thrown together on the Unity engine and sold online as soon as possible. I know it's a cross-buy game from the Vita, but still that does not excuse it. I'm absolutely shocked that it has a platinum trophy when so many quality games have come before it and do not. Perhaps I just do not travel in the same circles with people that find this kind of thing entertaining, but to me it did nothing to offer any fun or challenge. Try it out if it looks like your kind of thing, and if you think it's a good game, then let everyone know in the comments below. I would also be happy to hear your thoughts on it too. Heavy Rain was made by Quantic Dream, the same guys behind Beyond Two Souls, which we got via PlayStation Plus back in May, and also their latest title, Detroit Become Human, which also released in May 2018. I feel Sony granting this game and Beyond to their PS Plus subscribers is a way for them to try and get people interested in Detroit, and why not? If you are going to be giving away games via your subscription platform, why not aim them towards the games you are currently publishing at the same time? It makes perfect sense to me. As with all of the aforementioned games, Quantic Dream specialise in interactive story-based games. Think of Telltale's The Walking Dead series or Life is Strange, and you won't be far off. The difference here is they do not yet sell their games episodically, and they try to get you a little more involved with the motions and button presses required to play the game. This for some may be seen as a good thing, but for me in Heavy Rain I felt it was there a little too much. For instance, in this scene, just to drive away in a car I needed to check the mirror first, fasten my seatbelt, start the engine and then press the accelerator. I don't think all of that was necessary. The game would not have felt any worse if there was simply one button press to get in the car, set the mirror and fasten the seatbelt, and one more to start the car and drive away. Or even just a small interaction inside the car while the rest is done in a cutscene. I may be nitpicking here, and I know it's just busy work to keep you engaged in what is going on screen, but it could be toned down a little. I do think they did actually decrease this in Beyond Two Souls, but I hear it's back in Detroit. I want to play them all through to their conclusion at some point anyway, so either way it will probably not stop me doing that. The main draw to these games are the stories, and right from the offset in this first chapter, this game hits hard. I won't go into it too much due to possible spoilers, but it is safe to say that the game has some rather dramatic tragedies early on that may get you hooked, and that's what these games are all about. Heavy Rain has 57 trophies to collect, comprising of 50 bronze, 4 silver, 2 gold and 1 platinum. The estimated time to collect them all is 20 to 25 hours. Overall, I think Quantic Dream make great games, and this one is no exception. If you like an interactive story-based game, then these guys have to be one of your go-to studios. If not, if you prefer to be actually playing the game than watching the story most of the time, it may not be for you. But if you have a few lazy hours to spare between fragging fools online, I recommend throwing on one of these gems, sitting back and enjoying the ride. If you like this video, please consider watching another. 2 suggestions will be on screen now. Also, if you have not subscribed already, please do so by clicking the icon in the middle of this screen. Every view and subscription will go a long way to helping the channel grow, and in turn will result in more content for you. Thank you, and until the next time, goodbye.